And it's Ellis in at the 2. And for Chicago, they've got Bam Adebayo. Derrick Rose is out there with James Harden. And it's O'Neal in at the center position. Rose against Davis. Pass to Ellis. This one for 3. Chicago with a rebound. Here's Harden. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
In the paint, Harden, man, he's just a tough guard. If you get too close, you know that this man is a master at drawing fouls.
Here's Chamberlain. Back to Davis. On the wing, Richardson, covered by Jordan. And Richardson hits from deep.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's Rose with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Pass to Adebayo. Outside for Harden. The shot. Second chance effort. Lets it go from the wing. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
This is the range Rose is comfortable from. A point guard who likes firing more from 15 feet than 25.
Davis, the pass to Richardson. There's a screen. Fires the 3. O'Neal pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Jordan misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Richardson, that's good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Rose. Oh, misses the dunk.
He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least, I don't know, about a week.
And the visitors call time here. Davis with it. Pass to Harrington. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Ellis. Rose grabs the board. Now here's Harden, tightly guarded. Here's Adebayo. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Ellis. From 7, tipped. They recover it. To the wing, right side. The 3 ball. Chicago with a rebound. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Left side, O'Neal. 3-pointer, Harden. Chamberlain pulls it in. Harden's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Ellis, defended by Harden. Ellis's shot is off.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter here. And there's the screen. Launches it from deep. No luck on that one.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
.133 left in the first quarter. Davis, the pass to Barnes. Here's Chamberlain. No points so far. Here's Ellis. Hits the trifecta. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
The 17-footer. Davis with a rebound.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
No good with the triple.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Jordan with the bucket.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Here's Davis. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
The three. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Harden, the pass to English. Back to Harden. 24 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Harden's got 5.
This is what great shooters do. Harden is rising to the three-point challenge.
Rose against Davis. To the middle. Here's Chamberlain. Excellent D there from O'Neal. Stolen by Davis. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Chicago ahead, leading by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Smith, and it's Azubuike in at the small forward position.
The young fella. Ball getting more and more comfortable from the corners.
All right, time for an injury report.
The initial reports are saying that this is a serious injury and that he'll likely miss significant playing time. All that said, he's already back in the game. Some serious toughness on display tonight.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
Chicago shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. For Chicago, Bam Adebayo comes in for O'Neal. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Jordan. Fast break, here we go. Harrington's shot is off. Chicago leading by 5. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan. And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
No one covering. Richardson's got 9.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And here's Edwards outside. That shot, no good. Richardson against Ball. Pass to Harrington. Chicago with a rebound. Edwards with it, guarded by Smith. Edwards muscles it inside. Wow.
And just an agile move by Edwards inside, allowing him to beat the contact.
Here's Smith. Here's Harrington. Here's O'Brien. Jackson surveying the D. From outside, off the mark. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Chicago. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Three-pointer. And it's Richardson with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Tries yet again, and Adebayo with the lay-in. And now it's an 8-point Chicago lead.
A tireless worker at both ends. Adebayo imposing his will that time on the offensive glass.
And the visitors call time here. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Ellis passes to Harrington. Pure from three-point range. Harrington's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Harden. Misses the layup. Harden's gone just 2 of 7 from the floor here. Here's Ellis. Knocked away. Stolen by Harden. In transition. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Chicago?
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And another area of strength has been their offensive rebounding, converting a lot of those second chances.
Now here's Rose. Oh, yes!
Whoa.
Throw it down!
Oh, boy, what control and poise from Rose. Taking the hit like a champ and just powering right through it.
Here's Ellis, defended by Harden. Pass to Davis. Jackson outside. Shot clock at 3. Over Edwards. They get it again. Here's Ellis. Here's Foyle. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. And Antetokounmpo the bucket on the assist by Harden. And it's a 9-point Chicago lead.
The most underrated part of Harden's game, his playmaking. James is amazing at setting up other players.
46 seconds left in the first half of this game. Here's Ellis. Off target from 3-point range. To the paint. The strong finish by Giannis.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Ellis. 3-pointer. Chicago with a rebound. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Harden. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
Let me say this. If you need it, he's got it. Harden does everything you want out of an offensive weapon.
Harden hits them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one's on Rose. And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
At the line for the Warriors, Baron Davis.
That free throw good from Davis. And so he hits both. And here's Ball. 1 second left on the take. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so that's the end of the first half. Chicago ahead. They lead by 11. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so here is Chicago. James Harden out there with Derrick Rose. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's O'Neal in at the 5. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Rose. And Davis with the block. From outside the arc. Tries again. And it's good on the layup.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Here's Harden. And there's the rejection. Tries to break his ice. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. James Harden picks one up. These are his first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Anthony Edwards has checked in for Harden. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Chicago leading by 7. Rose outside. Stolen by Davis. Here's the break. Here's Jackson. Adebayo with the rejection.
What a menacing spot by Bam. Letting them know there are no easy shots when he's around.
Chicago making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Jackson can't get it to go. Stolen by Davis. Richardson, the pass to Davis. Now Jackson. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chicago. Ball comes in for Rose. Chicago with the ball. 7-point differential. Ball passes to Mitchell. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
And Richard, thinking about Donovan Mitchell, he just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go. We talked about the guys who play bigger than their listed size, and Donovan Mitchell is at the top of that list.
Davis, the pass to Richardson. Over Jordan. And there's Richards on the assist by Davis. Richardson's got 11.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Outside Davis. Wide open look. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jordan goes in. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And Chicago leads by 9.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
Jordan's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Davis with it, guarded now by Ball. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Richardson for 3. Chicago with a rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. O'Neal passes to Ball. Lets the 3 fly. A 3-ball from LaMelo.
Fearless from beyond the arc. LaMelo has unlimited range and tremendous confidence.
And the visitors call time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Barnes, he's checked in for Jackson. Davis finds Richardson from behind the arc. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Harden scanning the floor. Fires for 3. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 4 rebounds in the game. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Chicago. They lead by 7. Back to ball. English passes to Harden. Floats one. There's the block. And they recover it. Tipped away. From deep three-point land. Ellis with a rebound. Harden's got 1 3-pointer tonight so far in 4 tries. There's Davis with the 3. Chicago with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Harden, the pass to Porzingis. Now here's Ball. It's Edwards on the wing. Can't connect from short range. 3 on 3. Here's Richardson. The rebound by English. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Pass to Harden. Shot from the wing. Harden missing again.
And he keeps trying to get himself out of this rut, but maybe it's not meant to be. I'd focus on sharing it with his teammates at this point.
And the visitors call time here. New group getting ready for Chicago. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Porzingis. Leonard comes in for Anthony Edwards. Mitchell's checked in for Harden. And Rose is subbed in for Ball. Here's Ellis. He has 7. And the 3 off target. 20 seconds left in the 3rd quarter here. Now he...
Oh my gracious!
Just incredible!
That is a monster finish.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Chicago ahead, leading by 10. We've got more hoops coming your way. And the 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Jackson, and it's Azubuike in at the 2 guard.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Harden. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. And Chicago leads by 10.
I'm just going to say this. I don't think the average fan understands how strong Harden is. He has no problem finishing through contact with those wide shoulders.
Here's Ellis. Pass to Foyle. Here's Ellis. Lets it fly from 18. Chicago with a rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Edwards cutting inside. Up and in on the layup.
Oh, great power driving to the bucket. Edwards gets it to fall. A fearless finisher.
Edwards gone 3 of 5 from the field. Jackson finds some space, gets an open look, and hits it. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone now. 3-pointer, Harden. Ellis with a rebound. Ellis has got 4 rebounds now. Azubuike's shot is good. Azubuike's gotten 4 this quarter.
Great teamwork on that drive. punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break. Oh, that has to hurt if you're the defense. Harden getting fancy with the jam.
Here's Ellis, hounded by Ball. Jackson outside. Here's Azubuike. Pass to Petrus. Shot clock at 6. Hits a three-pointer. Petrus has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And he gets that one.
Just an absolute master at creating separation. That is a nice move by Harden to free himself up.
Warriors call timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
New group getting ready for Chicago. O'Neal, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Edwards. Mitchell's checked in for Harden. And it's Derrick Rose in for LaMelo Ball. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what the Warriors coach was going over with his guys. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. A moment here for an injury report.
He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Davis from long range. Chicago with a rebound. English has got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Antetokounmpo, pass to Rose. Here's O'Neal. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. And Chicago leads by 13.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. To the inside. Here's Chamberlain. Giannis with the rebound. Chicago leading by 13. Rose with it. Richardson picks him up. Rose, the pass to English. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Chicago making a switch here. 1:14 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Kept alive. Adebayo passes to Jordan. Here's Rose. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair.
Oh, wow. Rose looking just as tenacious as ever. He isn't intimidated by the close D at all.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Wow, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
Here's Harden driving inside, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
How about the tenacity from Harden, giving the D no choice but to foul him?
Harden hits them both. 50 seconds left to play in the fourth. And there's a pick. Pass to O'Brien. Here's Harrington. Hounded by Adebayo. It's good.
Harrington. Assistant, Patrick O'Brien.
Here's Harden. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Here's Rose. Collins with the rebound. Pass to Smith. Here's Harrington. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Chicago ball. Substitution for the Warriors. Number 22, Matt Barnes.
And so Chicago takes the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.